Buffalo, are you eating hay? Buffalo. Hi, baby boy. Is that good hay, Bobby? Yeah, is that good hay, Bobby? Yeah, it's pretty good, huh? Your mommy thinks that scratches are really good too, huh? Yeah, she thinks scratches.
Moose over there getting his breakfast. Buffalo right here getting his. And if you can't hear it, it's raining. And the wind's blowing, even through here. And I'm a little slow out this morning, but still beat the sun. I don't think it's going to show its face today, though. Everybody says it's time for breakfast. Suppose I should do that. I think Ty put off spreading straw yesterday a little bit. Figured she'd do it today, but yeah, I think today the wind's going to howl through here. That makes it nice. So anyway, happy Thursday morning. At least they didn't trash that out there, and the feed barn's pretty good, especially the one end. I mean, there's like 2 nice piles of manure, and that's it. But the one end. I'll see what the day brings.
Hey!
Tyann's trying to get Sapphire there to look over here.
Sapphire, you had a gigantic piece of
She had a big old chunk of straw in her mouth, just gnawing like crazy.
Tip my ass over into the feeder with this bear.
Whiskey's gonna, oops, there. Whiskey's gonna try to push her in the feeder.
At all.
Whiskey and red and blue are
Don't.
soaked. Mainly whiskey and blue. So yeah, it's fun if you take a break and they want to give you some lovin's.
Hi, pretty girl.
There she is again.
Hi, pretty girl.
Then if I quit shaking, right?
Ooh, she told you.
I guess she didn't like being in a shaky video. Oh well. You gotta kind of work your way around because they all want where you spread. So tie 3 bales in over here. It's kind of half covered. And I got that down there covered, so they're all on it. And I still got behind Ty and right over here, and a little spot over there by the gate. At least the wind ain't blowing like it was when I was feeding. When I was feeding, it was blowing through here so hard, I swear it was blowing chaff from the feed barn into my face.
Go lay down.
I don't know what the pole did to that one, but well, you know. I got somebody in the way. Go figure, somebody in the way.
I didn't see nothing. I don't know what you're talking about, huh? There's
Oh,
Ruby
come on, really? Hey, yeah, look, there's Ruby. Hi, Ruby.
Nah.
Yeah, she don't care. She got straw in the mine.
Ruby. Hi, pretty girl. Hey, mama.
Yeah, everybody chill out here in their nice new fresh bedding. Big girl stood up just a minute ago. Otherwise, everybody's laying down. Calves are mostly mixed up in between the cows. So after we got done bedding, I found a few more things on the feeder to fix. Just went to fire the welder up and didn't do anything. Well, actually it did. The fan wasn't turning though. So took it apart to test things. Fan just needs a little lube. I bumped it, then fired things on it. Everything worked. Then went in for lunch. And Becky's still dealing with the DOT stuff. What you think, Buffalo? Huh? Yeah? You have a tail. I know. Ty said you found it earlier. You're not sure what to think about it, but you're going to chew on it anyway. So, in order to get our DOT number switched to me instead of Dad, even though it's under Goslin Farms, but you know, you got to have a responsible name. Oh, time to eat. You know, hey, birth certificate to prove who I am, death certificate to prove who my daddy was, and then letter to them, just a short note saying, here's the proof that he was my father, and the business is still here, and we are still doing business as normal. Just got to put my name on there so that we can actually be in compliance. Becky can't notarize it. She is a notary, but she can't notarize it because, you know, somebody might say, oh, that could benefit her. Yeah. And there's 3 or 4 places in town that have notaries, but none of them know when their notary is going to be in. Excuse me. So she went on FedEx deal online. That was fun. I mean, it wasn't bad. Pretty nice dude in Texas. Chatted with him for a little bit, answered the questions he had to ask, and threw a scribble up on the screen, and boom, that part was done. So now hopefully that's really done and we can get this shit done. But you know, hey, only took by the time Becky actually got everything to connect properly, because it said the microphone wasn't working on her computer. Well, she uses the Skype all the time. We know it works. She finally ended up, after we were on, he's going, can you hear me? We already said hello. And we're going, yeah, we can hear you. So obviously he was reading my lips because we could hear him. And he says, I can't hear you. And then Becky found a spot to click, and boom, he goes, now I can hear you. So anyway, just something interesting. I think I already mentioned it. Kicked this thing on, didn't work. Worked fine last night. Fan didn't want to turn, and it was, I don't know why it was stuck. It took just a little to get it to start to turn. And once it moved like that much, and then it turned free. And right there, it's doing it again. There we go. I mean, that's spinning free as can be. So all I can figure is it just needs a little lube. And I got down here to lube it. And get the flashlight back over here. And washes it out too much, go figure. Filtered light, right? Hey, look. Maybe this way? That's dirtier than shit. And I don't see any. Doesn't look like the motor bolts go through the motor. There's no heads. It's clipped together there. But the backside, there's studs sticking out. So I'm debating on pull those studs and clean that up good, and maybe actually get both ends oiled good, or just try to clean it up and oil the front. First thing is clean it up. I didn't do what I wanted to on that thing. It looked like they used the back panel as the back of the motor, but they didn't. Just had studs on the back of the motor. So all we do is put it back in and lubricate the front bearing, because you can't get to the back one. Seems to be working fine. She's going to hit these little spots that she missed yesterday and clamp on there, because with that being bent the way it is, there's a spot of the sheeting sticking out. And that was something else when we got this thing. Well, we got all 4 of them. I went over every single one of their welds, and like that one was probably only that long anyway. Brought it out. This one wasn't very long, and they were actually probably like there and here, where I didn't do anything in between. Which, you gotta have enough weld on those things to hold them together, or they just fall apart. But anyway, so get done with this in a few minutes, and we ain't gonna put it back in today. I'm gonna make them eat them other 2 down, and won't take long to make about 2 passes with the bucket and clean where this one goes, and next time around they can get better feed. And now there's another one of them showers suddenly hits. Gets to be kind of deafening in here, even though there's actually insulation up there. I'm gonna guess that might have some hail mixed in it by the sounds of it. Just a guess. By golly, there'd be some little ice chunks coming down. The Blue's out there hiding under the road. He's going, help me, help me. He doesn't know where to go because he can't get out of the wind. Maybe I'll let him in the shop. Excuse me, he ran all the way in here. Red and Whiskey were hiding against the big doors. They came in too. And it's still going. Been a few minutes. Taking advantage of the break in the weather. Let them in while I can. That pretty good hailstorm that lasted about 20 minutes. And they're slowly, very slowly coming over. And I just yelled at her for being out there. What's she doing? Wandering through it again. Here comes the big girl and Boomer back there in 023. She ain't due for a while yet. Actually, she's due in April. Kind of like she was last year. Always got to stop, get a little rubbings in. And of course, the old lady. Looks like the answer might be coming up with Boomer. You can see through the slaughter knot. Look at that. Yeah, anyway, about that point, we're going to call it a day. Found quite a few more little cracks on that feeder, but, you know, probably should check these over a little harder. I really don't know how they get that bow in them up there and there, but got a feeling that bow is probably part of the reason they break out. And, yep, that one will go in before it's any worse. We may bring that other one out and take this one in. It's alright, girl. I'm just chasing you around. It's no big deal. And that one's broke out. And that one's cracked. They've held up a long time. I mean, when we were still doing round feeders, even the heavy ones, we didn't get more than 6 months out of them without having to do some fixing on them. Nobody's going to let me get in to see this one, but even this one's bowed. I mean, they get beat up with the loader because they're moving with the loaders. But it doesn't make a lot of sense for the bowing. This one's pretty straight on this side, but anyway. Oh, there's the answer. You want to be the ham tonight? No. Okay, well, got you a little everything today. Well, thank you for watching. Hope everybody had a good Thursday, and hope everybody has a great Friday. Sounds like we're supposed to get snow later tomorrow and into Saturday. National Weather Service decided to issue the warning, so they issued 2 of them. They're talking snow down to the Valley Floor from Castle Rock, Washington, down to Eugene, Oregon. We're kind of in the middle of that, so specified in Portland too. So if they get snow, we usually already have it, unless it's too warm out here. They'll get the east wind out of the gorge. What are you looking at? All right. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody.